Welcome back to the alley.
Hi
This
guys.
is not a episode number, which we hit 40 with the one that's dropping on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yay!
But this is a part of our fake deep series. It's a little shit. Damn it.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
And then I'm gonna trim it and I'm gonna place it where it goes. But this is gonna be part of the fake deep series.
Yes, sir.
We are doing what is it, 2 weeks now since it came out?
Avatar.
Avatar?
No, last weekend. No.
Nah, it's been 2 weeks. It's because, bro, these 2 weeks because of
This weekend is gonna be the second week that's been out.
yeah.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
So like a week and some change.
Yep.
But yeah, we're doing Avatar today. It's a little later, but I guess it's better that way so we didn't spoil shit.
Yeah, I think that's actually better.
Yeah. Quick note. I think maybe next year, just because of holidays, we might just not record during the holidays. I feel like it's just like, it's not just us. I know because other shit, like they change their I don't know if you ever noticed. And like looking back when you were a kid, if you were into watching like live shows and shit, like TV programming, they do kind of cater. They do adjust to the holidays because they know it's not as, people aren't really fucking
Tuning in.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might just be us. We might just suck. But I think maybe it'll just be like some adjustments
Okay.
for next year.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why you've been seeing just like view numbers and stuff?
Yeah, but no, it's not just us though is the thing because I like watch a whole bunch of other shit and like they won't like drop that week of, or maybe it's just to give themselves a break.
I see. Yeah, a couple podcasts didn't do like an episode like they did other stuff.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's because of that or because they're giving themselves a break. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, just food for thought. But we'll move forward though. So Avatar.
Avatar, baby. What do you want to like talk about? How do you want to attack it?
Let's start with like the obvious, right?
Okay.
Like the little details, and then we'll go into like plot and whatever the fuck. Obviously, okay. You said the visuals were right?
They were. This is what I wrote down about that because it was weird at first because I put that it's visually stunning. Yes, it was like the first one, but I wrote that there were some weird sequences or like scenes that appeared almost like a next gen video game at times. And I guess I did a little bit of research. It had to do with the frame rate. I guess they boosted up the frame rate so it makes it seem so like high definition in a way, kind of weird. But then in because of that, the movements and everything and the way the camera pans and all those movements, it made it seem weird and it just threw me off at times.
At first, when you said that, I was like, Miguel's just being like too critical. But sat down and thought about it. I'm like, if this shit weren't shot primarily, like if the big shots weren't from like the ocean, would I have really thought it was that as impressive or like? And I was like, that's true. Like, don't get me wrong, the underwater visuals and just anything to do with water is beautiful, but that's like real life though. Anytime you see pictures of the ocean or whatever the fuck, like I don't know, there's just something beautiful about it.
Yeah.
So I think regardless, everybody, just because of the way of water, they were fucking swimming and like they were with a whole new tribe, we're a different color. That shit was just pretty in general. So I was like, you know what? He might have a point. Is it stunning? Fuck yeah. But I did note that it was like, while it was really, really, it was really great to look at. It wasn't groundbreaking like the first Avatar visually. It wasn't.
Yes.
It wasn't 10 years worth of a wait. I mean, it was still good, but it wasn't like, oh fuck, like look at that, like it blew your mind.
And then I thought of that same thing. That's exactly what I thought. But then I was thinking a little bit further. Maybe the next films that are coming out that are going to be a part of this franchise, maybe those will be better because they have a little bit more time to spend on them. Because I guess from what I've read, they recorded all the movies already, and maybe they still are. Maybe they're still gonna finish for the last one, for the fifth one or whatever. But they recorded everything simultaneously. Like after they did the second one, maybe took a break, whatever, came back to the third movie, everything. So they've been doing it this whole time.
Damn, dude, how the fuck did they get any time to do anything else?
Bro, I don't know.
Especially like Zoe Saldana, like she's big, she's in a lot of shit. So how the fuck was she able to film all this?
So maybe later on, maybe the third one, fourth one.
I want to say, I'm getting into it later. I think she's gonna die.
Oh yeah. I thought she was gonna die in this one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, her or Jake, but we'll get into that. But yeah, visuals, I guess. I mean, that's the obvious. Like they were always gonna look good. But yeah, I do agree. I guess they weren't as groundbreaking
Yeah,
as the first one.
right now that you said that though, the whole obviously primarily it's shot in the water. Imagine they were in the mocap suits inside the big tanks of water. Like
That's what I was
shooting that.
about to
That's
say.
crazy.
That was crazy. Props to the actors because those are probably.
That's
I
tough.
mean, that's a lot of filming in the water.
Not only are you doing it in the water, but you're in the suits, in the mocap suits. So, yeah, that's kind of challenging, huh?
Yeah. And we can start kind of moving into plot. We're not gonna necessarily just cover.
The whole fucking story, dude.
Yeah. Because it was a 3 hour, it was a 3 fucking hour movie. Did it keep you? Were you interested for 3 hours, or were you dozing off at points?
Never dozed off.
I mean, you don't do that in general.
Interested the whole way through, but there were moments where I definitely turned around and I looked at back and I was like, God damn, like it's long as fuck. But I never lost track of where the story was going, or like that never happens to me, to be honest. No matter how long the movie is, but it did feel 3 hours though to me, definitely at the end of the day.
Um,
How about you?
yeah, I thought the plot was mid. That sounds very simplistic, but it was definitely a continuation of the last Avatar, and I thought it was very predictable.
They used
The plot was predictable.
100%. They used a lot of similar qualities of what the first story went through when it comes to like the climax, rising action, all that shit. It was very similar.
My biggest kind of gripe with the whole thing. Spoilers to anybody that's listening. Spoilers in general, like I mean,
Always
probably not super specific at some points, because I'm keeping it real. The names got me fucked up. Like I don't know all these people's names. I had to like look up this dude's name right now, but
the kid, one of the kids,
Nateum,
which was
the oldest.
Okay,
Yeah.
the one
So that was my
Rip.
yeah, the one that died, the one that got fucking cracked in the battle. That was my biggest pet peeve with the plot.
Mhm.
I felt like they did a very, very shit job of making you. I don't know, because it was obviously the climax of the movie when Nateum died. I think you could say like during or like right before was the climax. Like it was right there. I feel like they did a really bad job at building him up. In this, like I personally, it was sad, but I didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
When he died, like I personally didn't really care,
Becca said the same thing,
and I thought they did a bad job.
a lot of the focus was on the middle brother, huh?
And the daughter,
Yeah.
the adopted daughter,
Which one? What's her name?
Kiri.
Yeah.
Kiri.
But I swear to God, I thought it was Kitty the whole movie.
Well, they
Jesus
probably
Christ.
pronounce it like that, Kiri.
Yeah.
My
My gripe with the plot was in the beginning. You know how we said that it has a lot of the similar qualities from the first one, bro. In the beginning, there's a time jump that I felt like wasn't cohesive enough. Do you remember? It shows the kids like it's like a little fucking thing, and it shows the kids' journey growing up, and then right after, the sky guys, sky people, us, the regular human beings, come down again, and then they attack again, and then it has a 1 year jump.
Yeah, that
That, like,
was kind
threw
of
me
stupid.
off.
Yeah. It was.
But apparently, the cast, specifically Sam Worthington, the guy that plays
Sully?
Jack Sully, and Zoe Saldana, he shared it to Zoe Saldana. I guess it was only for him. James Cameron wrote a script specific to what went on from when the kids were born to that time in that time.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of have a little bit of background. I seen an interview. But that shit threw me off. I was like, dude, what the fuck? We just like jumped up and now we're like, oh shit, the kids are fighting alongside the fucking tribes, and like it was just all over the place.
And the thing is, that would have been fine if it wasn't a 10-year gap. It like you already
it was 10 years.
Yeah,
right?
you already waited like about 10 years for another movie. No, not 10 years, but it was a long time. It was at least 8. Like you already waited so long for all these movies for you to just start at this.
Yeah.
You know? Like imagine fucking like for example, the thing I could relate would be like after what was it? Avengers Age of Ultron. You know how like at the end obviously they save like Wanda and Pietro whatever, and then they're going to end up joining them. Imagine it was like I don't know, like they did like we didn't see another Marvel movie for like 10 years.
What would be the next movie?
I don't know, and they just skipped to some other shit.
To WandaVision?
Yeah, like I don't know. It was just weird to kind of jump at it that way.
I feel like there was probably so much character development that we missed, especially with the kids, which we'll get into later. Because I still think they did a very good job of that with the pre-existing characters from the first movie, developing their arc a little bit more with this one.
Yes.
Plus new characters, all the kids. I think they did a great job, and I'm looking forward to what they're gonna see, what they're gonna do with the third movie, fourth movie, whatever. But yeah, that just threw me off, and then I kind of just after that, like after it, I forgot about it. I kind of settled in and I understood what was going on.
Yeah, I did really like what they did with the kids. What the two kids,
Yeah.
Kiri and I forget the other son's name.
Why do they have weird names?
Mateo or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
It's
Bro.
kind of like yeah.
That's a kid that died. That's Nateum. So let me just look up the name of the kids, bro. Avatar kids.
Dude, oh, did you see that it broke the billion?
Yeah,
Today?
but doesn't that shit have to make like $2,000, like 2 million or something? 2 billion, sorry, in order for it to profit or break even?
No way, that was the fucking profit. No, I'm sorry, not the profit, the price.
I don't know. I read it was something stupid they had to make it because does the budget account for
Advertising and all
yeah
that? I don't know.
and promo?
Well, the movie, and that's worldwide box office. I don't think that was domestic like at all. So we'll see how long it takes.
Real quick, the kids' names are Kiri.
What's the baby? The girl.
Fucking okay. Nateum is the one that died, the oldest.
Mm.
Loak, that's the name of the son.
The fucking idiot.
Yeah, dude, and that shit was.
He kind of pissed me off at times.
Oh, and then the little baby girl is Took.
Oh yeah, that's right too.
She's 8, bro. She was 2.
Oh, have you seen the cast?
Like what do you mean?
Bro, motherfucker that played Spider was 12 when he got cast. Fool's 18.
Jack Champion.
I don't understand that. So they, like I said, bro, they've been working on it ever since.
That's crazy.
So we're literally gonna see him grow up, and he talks about how he grew up on the fucking set.
That's nuts.
That's insane.
But yeah, they did do a good job with damn, I already said. Oh, Loak and Kiri.
You already
I was
forgot.
about to say Toak or something crazy. They did a good job developing the kids. I think moving forward, I want to say that either one of the parents is likely gonna die.
Yeah, for sure.
And the girl Kiri is gonna take on a very prominent role.
Hey, that's so weird that what's her name is playing her as an old ass lady in the mocap.
Oh yeah,
What's
I
her
know.
name? Fuck, Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
That's so weird. That was weird to me too. And then Junior, I told Junior's like, dude, what's up with her? Like, he had like a little crush on her or something. Like, bro, the lady that plays is like 50. He's like, what? He's all confused.
Hey, what'd you think about Spider, bro? Some people were hating. I liked it. Predictable. Cliche, you know. Yes. I know.
That was the only problem. I guess his character, like visually and all that, yeah, he was cool.
More than anything, and it's not a bad thing because every now and then I do enjoy a good one. I thought this was just a blockbuster movie.
Okay.
Like a summer blockbuster. You're gonna fuck with it because it's just a big movie, and it's executed well enough. It's not bad.
It definitely pulls in a large audience.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
And for honestly, I have a good feeling. I could be wrong. We'll see how the rest of them play out. It could be a Brit. I feel like the third one could be really good. This might I feel like every film series has to have a bridge movie that doesn't do so hot, but it takes you everywhere else you need to go. Like,
see, the thing is though, a lot of people were talking shit about James Cameron specifically because just by looking at his background, he's come up with 2 very good sequels that some people think in a lot of places that are superior to the fucking first movies. For example, Aliens, he made the second Aliens movie, and Terminator. And they felt like he didn't meet the mark with this one. And I read that too. They felt like there was just something lackluster. There was something missing from this.
It wasn't as good.
To make it different.
Did it live up to the hype? No, it didn't live up to the hype.
No.
Like that's just being honest. What do you think about? This could be a segment that pops out as insensitive, but like the whole
there was a lot of drama, huh?
Yeah, with the tribalism, like just stealing a lot from Native
colonialism
American,
and all that. He got in trouble. There was I hate to say it because I feel like it was a lot of just stupid, like as always, people that are trying to cancel everything, snowflakes and stuff. But at the same time, I kind of understood where they were coming from. And then there's a whole opposite side of the spectrum saying that he's actually showing support and giving them a platform of some sort I guess, through the movie to get recognized?
So
What do you think?
I personally, I'm always gonna be on the side of the creative when it comes to shit like this. I feel like he's just expressing it in art. I don't feel like but at the same time, I'm not part of those cultures. I don't know how to, I can't tell anybody how to feel when it comes to that. But it's, in my opinion, it's the same as comedy. It's the same as filmmaking. It's the same in, I don't know, poetry and books, music. Uh, you're telling a story. And I think this was him telling a story. But the only way I could see it not being as pure in intentions, and it kind of goes back to one of my favorite scenes in the movie, which I think was actually the most intense scene in the movie. How he said that this whole film was like a love letter to the ocean. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
But then they had that other controversial thing where they were interviewing the cast.
What happened?
And they were like above like a tank of water with like dolphins swimming around and shit in an enclosure.
Yeah, kind of like some SeaWorld shit.
Yeah, it was some SeaWorld shit.
Blackfish.
Yeah, and that was like, what? You could tell like the motherfuckers felt uncomfortable.
Think about it though. If this movie were to have come out in 2003, no one would have gave a single fuck about.
No, you're right, 100%. I don't know.
They probably think it's cool back then, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the times, Sider. It's just the times. There's always gonna be a controversy for anything.
I just always, when I think about this shit, I'm just so glad The Office wasn't made nowadays, bro. I would have never been able to enjoy it.
It wouldn't have been successful now. I'm surprised it like blew up later too. That show, it's crazy that it blew up later after the fact.
It's a gem. It's a late gem that people are like, oh shit.
Fuck that. I don't care. The movie. Yeah, I like that whole art perspective on it. That's perfect argument. Like, dude, there's some very fucked up shit out there. That movie, just to stick with movies that directors come up with, that is fucking insane to even make it to the big screen. For example, that Terrifier movie that I've seen that I've been talking about. It's horrible, bro. But I mean, I didn't judge it. I wasn't judging I wasn't calling the director crazy or mental or whatever, you know? Like, it's just, at the end of the day, fuck that, dude. It's what an imagination you have to come up with some shit like that about Avatar.
Yeah.
Because everyone's had thoughts of shit like that, cloning and aliens and all this. But like, at the end of the day, to put it all together and make that connection between like fucking, I don't know, in a sense, Native Americans and fucking an outside, what do we call it? Race, outside fucking society, human society, attacking that, like, and connecting all that together and forming what he did. Props.
And just for anybody listening, we're not being insensitive to any cultures. We're just solely speaking about the art behind it, and the artistry is genius.
Like I said, dude, I've read some things. Who knows if it's real or not? Saying that indigenous people are fucking digging it, that it represents them in a way. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm sure in the indigenous crowd and people, there's probably two sides of the same coin, same thing.
Yeah, I love the whole aspect of the clan shit. I thought that shit was tight. It was one of my favorite parts of the movie. Them moving from the jungle tribe to the water tribe. I thought that shit was tight. Yeah. I'm hoping. I mean, I'm sure maybe in the next ones we're gonna see a few other tribes. Maybe. It's gonna be interesting.
That part was sad when they ended up like looking for him and finding out that he's in those like islands and part of the water tribes, and they were just attacking them and fucking up all their shit. Was really sad. Heartbreaking. That's when I thought of that whole controversy though. At that moment,
I got it. It was a part of the movie. It was important, like, to build him up, his arc. The son,
the middle son,
Ateo, or no, Loat or Moet,
whatever.
Moet. Who knows? But man, he was just frustrating. Like, it was getting repetitive. It was getting too repetitive. It was like, okay, bro, we get it. This guy's a dumb fucking kid. Like, can we please move on?
He's a no life. Well, what did he say? There was a line that he said. I was like, this motherfucker's corny.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Everyone hates me or something like that. I was like, oh my god. So wicked sus.
Yeah, it was. But what was your favorite scene if you had to single out one?
Bro, to be honest, when what's her name? Zoe Saldana's character, Nate Theory. Bro, when she's getting down at the end.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Climax,
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, what the fuck? The savagery. I thought that was beautiful. I thought it was sick.
I don't want.
She's going to die, bro.
She's going to die. Yeah, she is.
And I hope it's like some sacrifice crazy shit though. I don't want her to go out like how the son died. You know?
Nah, not all whack. Nah, poor they did fucking Lateo or whatever Nateum, just no justice, bro. Um,
Did you want to talk about the acting at all? Since we're getting into that.
bro, yeah, but let me tell you what I thought was the most.
Oh,
I don't want
yeah.
to call it my favorite scene because that shit was sad, but it was for me the most intense scene of the movie was when they were doing the whale hunting.
Dude,
bro.
that shit's bad.
That shit was like it was way too detailed. It was
Emotional.
like boom, boom. It was dude. That shit had Abigail sobbing in the fucking theater.
Oh yeah, fuck. I didn't even think about Abby.
Because she loves fucking
Yeah,
animals, bro. That shit had her sobbing. I was like, dude, this isn't real. Whoa.
Okay, Hyder, for example, the intricacy of the whale hunting of another fucking some random whale hunting species, whatever. All the little the fucking technology that they were using, like who comes up with that shit?
Nah, that shit was gnarly specific, gnarly detail on there, dude. It was nuts.
Dude, so see, I'm throwing. I don't even know what I rated it. I think I gave it 3.5. But now that I'm thinking about all the detail and work that he put in, I haven't even rated it. Well, we'll rate it.
I
together.
forget to make a fucking letterbox.
You need to make a letterbox.
I need to make a letterbox. But the acting was okay.
What do you think about the child actors, bro? There's a
The
lot of
child actors beasted. Child actors beasted. From both sides, the two from the Water Clan,
Oh, yeah,
they were good too.
Those fighting moments were pretty cool.
Yeah.
It seemed realistic.
The acting was cool. The fight scenes were dope at the end. I liked it.
How about the connection with the whale and the second son?
Corny. I thought it was
cliche.
It was cliche. There was just a lot of. So I'm saying it was a blockbuster movie. It was a big movie. But it's definitely a bridge. I think the next ones are gonna be better.
I wrote that that the children actors are great and seem to have an understanding of their character. So I want to see them progress. Like I said, if they're growing up on the set, imagine the third movie, fourth movie, how it's gonna look. I hope the arcs are developed further. To be honest.
And another cliche. Every movie does it, but I feel like this one was just too surface, too blatant.
Mm-hmm.
But two seeds, obviously. One, which I guess was a little more hidden, but when Zoe Saldana's character, I think her name's Neytiri. I think
Neytiri, yeah.
When she was gonna kill Spider, and then she didn't kill Spider.
That part was weird.
Well, that's obviously gonna be a seed for the future.
Yep.
Because clearly he's gonna fall in love with Kiri, or they're already in love as kids.
That's weird.
Hey,
you gotta knock. Would you knock a tall Avatar girl down?
Nah. From the other clan, maybe.
From the Water Clan.
Like Water Clan.
Oh, damn.
But so that, and then the homie surviving was whack to me. I thought that shit was whack. The fucking main bad guy.
Oh. Well, yeah, he's gonna come back again.
Thunderbolt Ross or whatever the fuck.
That guy's a great actor, dude.
No, he was. But I'm just like, dude, move on. Like what the and you know what's gonna happen?
He has a gripe with Sully,
I'm
bro.
gonna call this. I'm gonna call this right now, and if I'm right, I'm gonna be pissed if this is correct. If he ends up fighting alongside them in the next movie, I'm gonna be pissed.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, he is. He is.
That's gonna be so
maybe
whack.
Not the next one, but the last one.
He's gonna end up fighting alongside Jake at some point. That's gonna be super whack.
And the connection there is Spider.
Yes. That's cliche.
Yeah,
cliche.
see, it is
cliche.
Yeah, see, thank God we're going over it because now I'm trying to come up with my rating.
I think 3.5.
Like Spider.
I think 3.5 is really
I didn't like Spider. Straight up.
Corny?
Yeah.
Cringe.
Cliche, corny, cringe, whatever. His lines were fucking whack.
I like this dreads.
Oh, he looked cool.
I like her to go.
Yeah, so that's all. When he was doing that, I was like, I was like looking away. And then he saved his dad. That's not really his dad, but there's another seed, right? Whatever, dude.
But like
before we go on, the dad being a clone, like that they just kept cloning people. They created their own avatar.
That's pretty tight, bro. I like that twist. I like that twist of it. But please, no more of these Sky. Bring other Sky people
new
in.
bad
Bro.
guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bring new bad guys.
Yeah, Sky people. That's the term.
Yeah, bring some other colonizer shit.
Do you want to bring up anything else?
What? Yeah. So, what do you think is what's gonna be for the next movie? What do you think?
I don't know, actually. Hyder? Because we were saying this one's predictable, but I think it just has to do with the similar qualities to the last one. But at the end of the day, it wasn't. Like, we didn't expect them to move to another clan, you know?
Yeah, I just like I keep repeating this, but I really think this movie, and this is me being optimistic, I guess, that the next one's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Is that this was just a bridge movie, like bridge the gap between this and the next one's gonna be better.
What's gonna happen next one? Sky people are attacking again?
No, they need to switch that up. That's what I'm saying, and that's another note I made. The next, the future of this, the rest of this franchise, is gonna be there's no in between. It's gonna be good or it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be like really bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like we're going to like Fast and the Furious levels of garbage.
That'd be sad for all the amount of work that people are doing, all the fucking CGI people.
Well, the visuals alone are always gonna keep this movie going, and the blockbuster of it, people are always gonna watch these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But story, plot. We're talking about.
I mean, I know it's for sure that a lot of it's gonna revolve around. We're gonna get a very Romeo and Juliet type of shit with Carrie and.
I don't want that.
And Tarzan, I mean Spider.
She's like 5 feet taller than him. That's sussy.
Eventually, I'm sure he's gonna transform into an avatar.
Yeah, what's up with that? How come he doesn't have one? They're gonna make him one. They'll probably make him one. Yeah.
Probably make him one.
Whatever, dude. Soundtrack was great. We're gonna bring that up. It was beautiful.
Soundtrack was good.
Did you listen to the Weekend song?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
It was good, man.
So what? What are you gonna give it?
3.5.
I think that's proper. I think 3.5 is accurate.
We're gonna end it on this.
I'm gonna be real. If you gave it a 3, I would have been cool with it.
Honestly?
Yeah. If you gave it a 3, I would have been like, solid. Nah, but 3.5.
Let me finish it off with a letterbox review from this David Elrich guy. I brought him up before. We hated him. Right,
hate that fool. What do you rate it?
He rated it 2 stars, bro.
Jeez.
But I think, his explanation is worthy enough. Let me just say, I'm gonna read. Okay, here we go. It's a couple sentences. An out-of-body theatrical experience that makes its predecessor feel like a glorified proof of concept. Avatar: The Way of Water is such a staggering improvement over the original because its spectacle doesn't have to compensate for its story. In vintage Cameron fashion, the movie spectacle is what allows its story to be told so well. And I think at the end of the day, that's what we were talking about, the visuals. And what you just said, you just brought it up, how this is what is going to keep it standing, at least in the box office.
It's going to be the visuals. This is nothing else to say about that.
So, yeah, beautiful, brother, though.
Thank you, guys. Next one will be Glass Onion, Knives Out Glass Onion, which was, I fucking loved it. But we'll talk about that shit next week. Yeah, that shit was bomb.
I didn't watch it.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This will be the last Fake Deep series of the year.
It's only the second one, though.
Yeah,
I can't wait for
many only more. Number 2. Yeah, we have way more coming, especially with all the movies that are going to be out next year.
We'll end it now.
Peace.